music, true music, not just rock and roll, it chooses you. It lives in your car or alone, listen to your headphones, with vast scenic bridges and angelic choirs in your brain. It's a place apart from the vast, benign lap of America.
Before rising to fame as Abby Ciuto on NCIS, Polly Parrott had a small but memorable role in the Oscar-winning 2000 film Almost Famous. Directed by Cameron Crowe and inspired by his teenage years writing for Rolling Stone, the nostalgic dramedy follows a young journalist touring with a rock band in the 1970s. Parrott plays radio DJ Alice Wisdom, appearing alongside a star-studded cast including Kate Hudson, Billy Crudup, and Frances McDormand. Though it underperformed at the box office, Almost Famous became a beloved cult classic and won Crowe an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Before NCIS, Polly Parrott had a role in this star-studded Oscar winner. For 15 sensational seasons, the alluring Polly Parrott became a breakout star in the popular and long-running military police procedural NCIS, serving up an unforgettable performance as the eccentric and savvy forensic scientist Abby Ciuto from 2003 to 2018. Parrott was nominated for 3 People's Choice Awards for her scene-stealing performance as Abby, with both the quirky character and enduring series becoming synonymous with the actress. Many people may have forgotten that before joining the hit drama NCIS, Parrott had actually appeared in the star-studded 2000 dramedy Almost Famous, which featured some of Hollywood's finest performers, such as Kate Hudson, Billy Crudup, and Frances McDormand, and memorably took place in the 1970s as an ambitious teenage journalist toured with the rock band Stillwater. The Oscar-winning flick is celebrating its 25th anniversary and is just begging to be rewatched in honor of this wondrous milestone. A star-studded dramedy full of nostalgia and heart. Before she was helping solve complicated cases and stealing the show as the quirky and brilliant forensic scientist Abby Ciuto in the fan-favorite police procedural NCIS, the talented Polly Parrott appeared in a 2000 cult classic that took the world by storm. Cameron Crowe's critically acclaimed dramedy Almost Famous touts a sensational cast of both established and former up-and-comers, including Billy Crudup, Frances McDormand, Kate Hudson, and Zooey Deschanel, and is a nostalgia-fueled, semi-autobiographical film based on Crowe's own experiences as a teenager writing for Rolling Stone, set in 1973. The story focuses on 15-year-old child prodigy William Miller, Patrick Fugit, as he is given the opportunity to pursue his ambitious career aspirations. By being chosen to tour with the fictitious band Stillwater and write a cover story about the group for Rolling Stone. Lead guitarist Russell Hammond, Crudup, quickly takes a liking to the ambitious William as he shadows the band and travels the country with them, as does the wise and vivacious veteran groupie Penny Lane, Hudson, whom the teen becomes smitten with. Despite attempting to remain neutral and level-headed when it comes to writing his piece, William begins to lose his objectivity as he becomes integrated within the band and observes tension and animosity amongst Stillwater's members, leaving him pondering what to include in the article. As personal resentments and conflicts begin to erupt, William discovers that both life as a rock star and wannabe music journalist are far more complicated than he could have ever imagined. Polly Parrott's role in Almost Famous. In the lauded, star-studded dramedy, Parrott had a small yet impactful role as the lively radio DJ Alice Wisdom, who strikes up a spirited conversation with the late and great Philip Seymour Hoffman's music critic and journalist Lester Bangs, a fictionalized version of the real-life critic. Since Almost Famous was heavily inspired by Crowe's own experiences writing for Rolling Stone, the decorated director allegedly based Parrott's character on San Diego DJ Gabriel Wisdom, whom Crowe met and frequently interacted with while living in the city. Like Parrott, a slew of famous Hollywood faces made electrifying appearances in the Silver Screen Knockout, which made its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival before landing in theaters on September 22, 2000, ultimately grossing just $47.4 million against a $60 million budget. Despite its lackluster commercial performance, Almost Famous garnered widespread appreciation from critics for its engrossing screenplay, immersive storytelling, and unforgettable characters, with Hudson and McDormand being singled out for their phenomenal portrayals. Almost Famous was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, with Crowe ultimately taking home the statuette for Best Original Screenplay. The film also earned Hudson a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Supporting Role and also nabbed Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. Moviegoers awarded the dramedy a stellar A- cinema score, and it currently holds a 91% Rotten Tomatoes score and 7.9 IMDb rating based on over 300,000 user reviews. In the 25 years since its debut, Almost Famous has been celebrated as one of the greatest films of all time by countless outlets, including the BBC, The Hollywood Reporter, and Rolling Stone, and it helped make many of its decorated cast members, like Hudson, Crudup, and Deschanel, become bona fide movie stars while helping pave their respective careers. Famed critic Roger Ebert named the dramedy the best release of the year in his 4-star review, writing, "Oh, what a lovely film. I was almost hugging myself while I watched it." Almost Famous is funny and touching in so many different ways. It's as if Huckleberry Finn came back to life in the 1970s, and instead of taking a raft down the Mississippi, got on the bus with the band. Where to watch Almost Famous? Audiences hoping to travel back in time and immerse themselves in the rock and roll lifestyle can stream the beloved cult classic on Paramount Plus, or they can rent/buy Almost Famous on multiple platforms, including Prime Video, Apple TV Plus, and Fandango. Now is the perfect time to check out the riveting dramedy in honor of its 25th anniversary, with many of Hollywood's finest performers having made memorable appearances in the beloved flick.